First of all, can everybody hear me all right? I want to make sure my audio is correct before I proceed with any of this. I want to know how it sounds. Good, because every time I've ever tried to start a stream, I tend to screw things up. That's kind of why, I started a little early, so this is all kind of bonus, so I can kind of chill and yak a little bit here about what's going on. I see some people there telling me it's their birthday in the chat. Well, I can't keep track of them through chats and comments. They just have to go to the email. And on that subject tonight, that's one of the things I'm going to be talking about. I want to say hi to a few people. Rochelle, Toad, especially Rochelle. Rochelle is cool. And you asked me about the pavement in Fairmount. Yeah, you saw the first time they did it, it started getting heaves in it after the trucks ran over it a few times, and they came back and redid it again. And it seems to be smooth this time. I wonder what the deal was with that, whether something was wrong with the road base or something. I also want to have a special shout out to Twitch. The last couple times I really haven't been dual streaming. This time I did because actually it's the first time I've actually felt normal since the beginning of May. And honestly, right now, I don't know what was wrong with me, and we may never know. It's kind of like my GI doc says, Joe, some people get sick, you might just get better, and we'll never know. I'm like, okay, nice. Anyway, yeah, Gordon County. Yeah, I don't know about those guys sometimes, but I don't understand that. I think usually my dad did road work a long time ago. And usually when you have problems like that, where you're getting potholes, it has to do with the road base. You just don't keep putting more layers of asphalt on top of it. That's not going to make it better. It's going to fall apart at some point. And I know that spot up where all the heaves were in front of there, there's like a spring right near the road, the edge of that road, that I remember there was a gas station there a long time ago. And I think that's kind of what was going on with it. Who else? Oh, hey. Yeah, I am tonight. I mean, it's the first time. I mean, I feel a little rough this morning. I had to get up early because I had an AC guy coming over to take my package unit all apart and clean it up and make it look better, because I didn't want it to wait for it to fail. I mean, it's running perfectly. I just wanted to have a different set of eyes, look at the contactors and check the voltage and everything on the fans to make sure they weren't getting tired. But hey, John, what's going on? I would be up there now, except I got a cards appointment on the 11th, and then they're going to get down dirty and personal with me a week or so after that. And I am not looking forward to that at all. And I don't mind getting scoped. It's the bow prep. I'd rather be chained to the back of a car and drung down the street than do that. That's a very nice thing for you to say. Egos. Yeah. I appreciate all the good feelings. It was weird, man. It was weird. I've never really been sick before. I've never really had any chronic illnesses. And I was, initially I was quite concerned. I was actually got the wife in there with sure and how to pay the bills and stuff. But yeah, maybe I get to stay around if I'm normal. I feel normal. I feel like making videos. I would have shot a video yesterday, except the only thing out there is this Panera sandwich. And it's like, oh man, I'm going to go spend $60, take about 12 bites out of it and throw it in the trash, Maybe not. Maybe Panera will come through, Every time I'm really a downer on the food when I go do it, a lot of times it turns out to be pretty decent. And I'll change like that for a second. Let me read through a few questions. I got a few things to talk about. I want to talk about the channel a little bit. I want to talk about this this shout out business that I do. I've got a huge influx of requests, and the problem is I try to keep, if I keep it down to 16 names, I can blather them out in about 10 seconds. So if you are going to skip past it, by the time you skip past it, it's over. And that was the whole plan for having that there. I mean, I really never meant to make that a big part of the video, but people like it. I did a survey on it. Then I'm talking about it, and I was going to wait till the top of the hour, but whatever. I did a survey, and it was kind of overwhelming response. I got like 3,200 responses on that, and over half the people wanted me to have like a membership, a $1 or $2 membership, and make that the prerequisite to get your thing. And I'm not trying to get money. You know, the whole thing kind of makes me feel like being crass and that's not the plan. I just need to mitigate the volume a little bit. And so I'm trying to work on ways of doing that. But the part about having a subscription in YouTube, I kind of hate to give money to YouTube. I really do. And you would be giving 30% to them if I do it. I mean, I have two basic options. I can charge for it like $1 or $2. I have a Zelle, and I have another thing. And that way I could easily keep track of who did what and do that. That would slow them down, because then you'd have to go to the effort of paying me. It's not the money, it's the effort of paying me. You know, it takes the less serious people out. And in the end, I'm not really sure it's going to slow them down much, but whatever. So I probably am going to try that. The second option is to do nothing. Not get rid of. I'm not getting rid of the birthday shout outs, not yet anyway, because they're an integral part of the video. They're very popular for some reason. Maybe they like to try and see me pronounce all those names real fast, because sometimes it's a challenge. Can I do a 24-hour stream? Yeah, if you mind watch me dropping over dead in my chair. Anyway, I'll get to some of these questions. I got to do my little diatribe here about the birthday shout outs. And by doing nothing, that means limit them to 16 a video, and do them once a week. And if there's more than 16, they get passed on to the next video. And if they get over 30 days old, they dropped off. Sorry, Charlie. That I could do. And that may be, in the end, what I eventually do. I may try the paper thing just to see what happens. But we'll see how that goes. So I don't know. I've got a lot of input from the... why do I keep calling it a survey? Let me show it to you. Web browser. Here it is right here. You can see what I've got. I actually have 3,200 responses. And normally, let me scroll down here. Normally, the food polls, I get 1,000. Cool. This tells you about Shadow Joe's. Usually I get like 2,200 or so. But apparently people felt pretty serious about it, so that's a lot more respondents than I normally get, and my channel hasn't grown that proportionally, you know, because but what I've found is these polls is they're actually quite accurate. They represent a larger number. The polls do work, but you're talking 58% want me to do a channel membership. Well, I'm not really, like I say, crazy about the channel membership. I may just be doing PayPal and Zelle and maybe a Venmo if I can figure out how to make that work. I went on to Patreon. A lot of people said Patreon. And I actually started making an account on Patreon, but I'm like, oh my God, this is going to take me half the day to do this thing, because you got to do this and that and put thumbnails up, put all these links in. I mean, this is worse than setting up a YouTube channel. And I'm like, you know, I just don't know that I want to go there. You know, I like to make my videos. I make them on YouTube. I make an abridged version. And because I like to pound my head on a brick wall and hit myself with a hammer, I upload them to TikTok. And you know, if TikTok goes bye-bye at the end of the year, whenever they're supposed to, I won't be crying a lot of tears, although I don't think they should do that to them. They're not evil. They're just incompetent. But don't let me go off on that again. Anyway, let me jump back over here and lost my place here. Here we go. OBS will bring me back to the forefront. But I am so excited today. You don't know how excited I am to feel normal. I mean, the last time I streamed, I screwed up OBS and everything because I just was not with it. I was like feeling a little antsy, like I was wanting to get up and run away, and I drank a whole bunch of Gatorade and felt better. Wow. And you know, I'm looking around at my papers. This is kind of stuff that I have up on the wall when I'm shooting the video, because in the earlier videos, I would forget what the picture looked like, and I'm like, this doesn't look too bad. And then I'd be in post, and me and my wife were looking at the pictures. I'd look at this, and we were both laughing our asses off and falling over, looking how bad this stuff looks. But this was not too far off. I just saw that. I probably just need to chunk that in the trash. Look at here. I got my hair cut yesterday, or day before yesterday, and it was not cut by my normal hair cutter. I hope she's not watching it, because I'm going to hear about it, because my normal hair cutter is like 500 yards away from the studio. I went into Great Clips, and I told them how I wanted my hair to look, and they actually listened to me. When she would cut my hair, I would literally have to put about 3 pounds of gel on it to make it look like I didn't have my fingers in an electric socket. But look at it now, man. I don't have to do anything. I'm like, I am so happy about that. You got to focus on the good things in life, and that was definitely a good thing. I like that. I'm going to roll back through some of these questions and address everybody. I just had some crap I wanted to get off. I haven't made a live stream for a long time. And Twitch, you guys that subscribe to me, I appreciate it, and I'm very sorry that I haven't been out there making streams. I literally felt so bad I could not focus on what I was doing. And now this is literally not the first time I felt normal. I had over the last week or two, I would have little episodes where I feel normal for about an hour or so, and then I'm back to, oh my God, am I breathing? That kind of stuff. But what else? See, I got a little list of things I wanted to bring up. Yeah, Patreon. I said something about Patreon, excuse me. Don't think I'm going to sign up for that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll run another poll and see what they think about me just charging like $1 or $2 a shout out, and then limit it to once a month or something. And then that way it'd be so easy for me to keep track of them. But if I'm looking at YouTube's platform to see if they're subscribed, I'm looking at the Patreon to see if they're subscribed, if I'm going to have to look over here and over there, and I mean, I think I'll have trouble keeping track of that, because you have to email me. That's the only way I can keep track of it. Anyway, what do we got here? Sorry for bothering. I want to offer a promotion for your channel. Oh, do we have spam here? That's all right. I don't care. My sister usually moderates here, but apparently she's taking care of her grandchildren or something at the wee hours of the morning, and so she's pretty tired, so I'll just deal with it. Wet Mighty Sock, I appreciate you all. I mean, it's just great to be on here streaming. You just don't know. I can't tell you how nice this feels. I could always review. Somebody said, I saw something scroll by, somebody saying I ate too many carbs. Yeah, I probably damn did. Yeah, there it is. Joe, all the carbs and fast food you're eating might be killing you. You might have to go on a carnivore diet. Could Carnivore Joe, YouTube, massive content about it. A carnivore diet, my problem, I think, and I don't even know anymore, has to do with dietary fat. And that I have, except when I'm doing a review. This leads me on to another little tiny backstory. I was having issues before I did the review on Jersey Mike's, and I did Jersey Mike's, and when I do the sneakadoodle bite, I eat it. I actually ate I liked them. I ate almost the whole damn thing doing sneakadoodle bites, because I kept doing take after take after take. Oh, man, I don't think I said it right. Sneakadoodle bite number 3. And then You talk to Prime Joe, and Prime Joe got to have some remark. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, but I kind of made myself. I was ill for a few days after that because I ate. It had a lot of cheese in it, but I don't know. I don't know. Carnivore diet. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of protein. I have developed this craving for boiled eggs, and I just been eating the crap out of it. Let me. I'm going to scroll down through these questions. What about donating to Make-A-Wish or some other childhood birthday revenue? I'm not super crazy about donating to organizations like that because I really don't know how they handle their money and how much they're paying to administrative fees and stuff like that. And it's not, yeah, I see your point though, Real Moochie. Good point though. Something to think about. How is my day again? My day has been great. I got things done. I got my package unit, that sounds dirty. My HVAC unit cleaned and serviced by a actual real service person instead of me. That is a crisp camera. Are you talking about this one? My 90D? Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm liking it. I think I got my audio right and everything. Deviled eggs. Oh, I like deviled eggs, but then you got to put a lot of mayonnaise in them. And yeah. What I typically have for breakfast is I'll take, you ever seen these little egg slicers? The little sandwiching things that make little slices out of them. I'm talking to Mighty Wet Sock. I make those and I toast my bread and I put a little bit of mayonnaise on it and I dump about 3 pounds of salt on it. And man, that is just like my breakfast these days. So much different from the days I was working at the hospital. I would get off of work. I would eat a double helping of cheese grits. And if you've ever had hospital cheese grits, it is more than 50% cheese. There's more cheese there than the grits. That is awesome. And then I would get usually 8 to 12 slices of bacon. You'd get a biscuit on top of that. And then you would get sausage gravy and pour it on top of your cheese grits for seasoning. And then a Diet Coke just to make sure you're not going to make yourself too fat. That was my diet. Oh, that was good. But the sandwich, now I crave, is completely gone off the other end of the scale. I eat one of those egg sandwiches, and I am golden. I'm golden till supper. But I'm losing weight. I am down 10 pounds. You see, my neck, I don't think my neck looks as fat as it did a couple of months ago. But I was scrolling through pictures today. I'm getting behind in my stuff. I'm running my mouth. But I ran across this picture today that was almost 20 years old of me working in intensive care in the cardiothoracic unit. Somebody snapped a picture of me at the Medical College of Georgia in Augusta. Does anybody want to see that? Does that look interesting to you? Tell me. I'm curious. Let me see. Tell me. Joe doesn't go in for healthy, spicy shit. No, I don't. Not a big fan of spice. I have Will Neff. Will Neff's spice hot sauce wasn't bad. Y'all are Will Neff people. I love Will Neff. Will Neff has been so good to me. And Emeru, God, I love her. She is so cool. Me and Shadow Joe been kind of having a behind the scenes fight over her because Shadow Joe has this misconception that she likes him and that she doesn't care about me, but I'd beg to differ. Let's see the pic. Yeah, we'll see the pic. You want to see the pic? Yeah, okay, I got the pic. Let me flip it around here and make it live. See, lock. There you go. That's me. Point that away. That's me. Almost 20 years ago. My hair is a little darker. And I'm wearing black scrubs. You can't wear black scrubs anymore. You know why? Because you get somebody coming up off the ventilator and you're all dressed in black. All you need is a scythe. and so that's not really done anymore. But yeah, it was somebody taking selfies. Yeah, that was me. I was a much meaner person back then. It's like I can see what's going on in my mind when they took that shot of me. Is like, take another picture and I will kill you. But yeah, I was kind of a little bit mean back then. I guess that's what you would call it. But yeah, that's me. That's 20 years ago. It didn't seem like, I don't really look that much different except my hair is grayer and the neck. See that neck? That neck is not fat. I think I weighed about 195 pounds then. I started off this little gig, I think, weighing about 235, and I am down. I weighed in at 224, I think, yesterday. So I've lost some weight. I feel better. Maybe that's why I'm getting better. I was too fat to live. But anyway, have I covered everything? Let me kill that image there. Send you back to image heaven. There you go. I think of what else. Let me read through some questions and see what everybody's got to say. Rochelle, I see two. Is that you're Rochelle? You're like Shadow Rochelle, because Rochelle is in Twitch and YouTube, unless that's Shadow Rochelle. Maybe that's why I get along with Rochelle so well, because Shadow Joe likes her. I'm real Joe. I'm Joe Prime, by the way. I know it's hard to tell sometimes. What else could I tell you about? I'll do a few questions and I'll tell you. So I got some more hardware that aids my conversation with Shadow Joe. Let me read through a few ones. Do you think Joe Bartolozzi has boosted your channel? I know Joe Bart has boosted my channel. There is no question. It was not the Joe Bart stream that boosted it, but the VOD of the stream on YouTube. I gained a massive amount of subs from that, and I appreciate that. If you want me to go on and talk to him for 20 minutes and live with him, tell him. All he has to do is go on, Joe Bart. All you got to do is message me through Discord. We have a live direct connection right now. So, yeah, Joe Bart's cool. He's been doing stuff. I watched his video on him going to Iceland. I thought that was kind of interesting. He was pretty funny. You want to see the younger Joe, please? Okay, yeah. We did that. Let me show Rack stream. Heck yeah, show his picture. We see what a ladies man. Yeah, Austin Powers kind of ladies man. Yeah. I'm kind of excited to be out here. I'm kind of like, wow, I'm on a live stream. Look, I want to dance. You really don't want to see that. That wouldn't be pretty. Let me go through, clear up some of these, see if I got any other ones. Joe Bart. Here, I got YouTube out of scroll and I'm clicking on it. It's making me nuts. Matthew, we love you. I love you all back too. Do you ever play Steam games? No, my wife plays Steam games. She's probably ruining someone's day as we speak. 7 Days to Die, Left 4 Dead. That's her bailiwick. How long did it take you to get all those pizza boxes? Oh, maybe a year. Not even that. I eat a lot of pizza. I was back then, not now. Was Taco spamming? Let me go find Taco. Taco's not spamming. He just asked me about Joe Bard. I don't think so anyway. Anyway, back over here. I cannot ignore my Twitch people. I love Twitch. Twitch is good to me. Oops, I got their scroll stop. That's the problem. Shadow Rochelle. Yeah, so I've lost weight. Do you actually... I want to see you dance. I can't dance. Please. It would be embarrassing. I embarrass myself enough as it is. And I have been waiting. I have been waiting. Heck, it ain't even time to start the stream yet. Anyway, I have been waiting for 5 days. Something other than what? I see my brain's going again. Panera. Then wait Panera to come out. Panera's the only thing up there right now. What else? I don't think you want to see me dance. I think, yeah, maybe you got a different... maybe after I lose about 20 more pounds, I'll dance. I'll have that motion. That's Light Rochelle. That's real. The next thing my brother asked if I'll be on my sister's wackadoodle night. Not happening. Not happening at all. No. I had to cut. No. I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. And there's no way. It would ruin the YouTube channel because you can't deviate from it. And I'm not going to, my YouTube channel is very, very, very important to me. Red Gatorade I like red Gatorade. I got some yellow today. I have to get some because when I get my scope, The day before, you can't drink anything red, otherwise they can't tell if you're bleeding in your intestines when they're working on you. But yeah, the wackadoodle diet. No, we're not going on Liz's diet. No, that's my brother I'm talking to, John. Yeah, it's my brother. So is Shadow Joe. He's my brother, as you saw in the last video. Oh, goodness. Subway or Jimmy John's? Jimmy John's. Give me a break. Subway? No. Subway is going through a lot of changes. We're going to see if they survive. I was doing, in light of doing my video, I did a lot of research on them, and I got the timeline down. The original owner died in 2015. Sister kind of ran it badly for a few years. Another guy was running it for her, or either bought into it, and he expanded it as much as he could so he could sell it to a asset management group, which he did. I want to say it was in April or May. And so we're kind of seeing we're seeing these wackadoodle specials they come up with, that don't make any sense, which kind of what they did. The little rolls, like whatever, dude. Yeah. Foot long cookie. I can't remember which live stream it was, Funky Bear. He's asking about the foot long cookie. I did that in a live stream. I checked it. It sucked. Sorry. It's a microwave chocolate chip cookie, and then you get it microwaved all the way through. It's kind of sad. They can't even make a cookie without screwing it up. Not to bash my people over here in Fairmount. They do a good job over there, as best they can with what they're given to work with. I like them over there, actually. Oh, goodness. What's your favorite anime? Oh. Can I think about that a minute? 10 out of 10 to me then. Oh, really? Why do you say that, Wet Sock? Anyway, Joe, what is your Twitch? Guys, what's my Twitch? I can look real quick. I will look and see what my Twitch is. I am so sorry. How can I be so lame to forget my own Twitch handle? It's like The Real Joe is Hungry or Joe's Hungry Bite or something. Let me go look. Where is my Twitch link? Here we go. Joe is Hungry channel, like the email. That's my Twitch. Let me get it over here and I'll show you. Back to Twitch. Oh, no. I don't want to play myself, because then I'll get a feedback loop. That won't be pretty. Oh, God. Where are we at now? Brian F. So he showed a picture of him in Scrubs a minute ago. I guess he works. Yeah, I did. I worked in a hospital. I was a nurse for 36 years. I retired in February this year. That was back in my first major job. I worked there 23 years. At the end, I was a charge nurse for the cardiothoracic ICU. That was me. That picture, that was me looking mean, because I always was mean. I was a mean guy. If I liked you, you were golden. If I didn't like you, you're screwed. You were screwed. Because that's just the way I was back then. I'm not like that anymore. I've turned over a new leaf. Oh, goodness. No, I'm not lactose intolerant at all. So I can tell you one thing that has disappeared from my diet completely is milk. I was downing at least a gallon of milk a week, and I've done it since I was old enough to drink milk. Gone. Not because I'm lactose intolerant, but because it has a lot of fat in it, and that's what causes me to gain weight. So that's gone. I mean, there's several things that are gone. Cheese. I don't eat a lot of cheese right now. I love cheese, but I can't. Yeah, I'm a little sore. I'm kind of like, every once in a while when I move, my muscles are a little sore. I don't want to tell you why. That's another horror story. Anyway, when do you do for work? Oh, I don't work. I'm the non-productive part of society right now. I make YouTube videos, but I don't make enough money to live off of it. I make enough money that pays for the equipment, pays for the food, pays for the air conditioning and the lighting, and that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted. What's for dinner tonight? Man, I decided I was going to pig out tonight. I ate one of those Marie Callender's big old giant pot pies. I made myself a salad first, and then I ate the pot pie, and then I ate another salad. So that's the most food I've eaten like in 3 days. That's 3 days worth of food for what I've been doing lately. I've been almost eating nothing. I left the big steamer on the living room floor and my roommate to clean up. Oh my goodness. What's for dinner? What else? What do we got? You're Jim Cornette of food reviewing. I don't know who Jim Cornette is. So I'm sorry I was born under a flat rock. Anyway, being screwed by Joe. Well, my younger days. Yeah. Oh, do you ever go to Jefferson's? I don't know who Jefferson's is. Is that a place? Golden, Silton are the best. Have you ever been married? Are you currently married? Yes, I have been married, and I am currently married to the same person. Same one. I'm going on, I think we're going on 44, 45 years. I think it's 40. Next year it'll be 45. Or no, December 1 will be 45 years. Long time. A lot of good fights. We don't fight like we used to. I really miss the fights. I wish to have an aura you possess. I have an aura? Boy, I tell you, you just saw me 2 months ago, or 6 weeks ago. There were no aura there at all. It was all like, oh my God, I'm just going nuts. So, what made you start your YouTube channel? I like cameras. I need an excuse to spend a ton of money on cameras, and it worked because I got a bunch of them. I want more, but I have to mitigate my desire for cameras. I want to get a nice red, or I want a camera that's probably cost in the neighborhood of 40 grand would be really cool. But the problem with getting those high dollar cameras is I have to have three because I talk to 3 cameras. I don't, once you do something like that, you can't stop. What else we got here? Massive aura. Twitch. My Twitch people. Hey, tell me something. Is Will Neff coming on tonight? I didn't look at his schedule. That's why I started a little early, because I was afraid I didn't want to overlap Will Neff if I was on Twitch. Because I want to take all his viewers away. He needs the money. That's not true. He's a good man. Good man. Rochelle, got to run to the grocery store, but you're coming with me on the phone. Sweet! To the grocery store. Are we going to Aldi's? I need you to pick up a couple things at Aldi's for me if you can, please. I watched a lot of your videos recently, but I think you do. Keep up the work. I appreciate that. I appreciate everything you've all done. I appreciate it. Do you think it's going to be bad if I like charge like $1 or $2 for shout outs to slow them down? Do you think that's crass? It's not money. I don't really need the money. It's just, what do you think? Tell me what you think. I've played the poll. I kind of know what everybody thinks, but I don't know why I keep torturing myself with this thing, with this shout out thing. Why I keep worrying about it. I go through this cycle of every 4 months. I go, I know probably all of you would, but I made up some rules. I have a preliminary set of rules. They're in the description. That is kind of what I was playing with tonight, looking at, if you're all curious. They're in the description below. I could actually put them on screen, but whatever. But yeah, my favorite song. I don't really have a favorite song. I kind of like the music I was playing in the intro today, if you were here for that. You probably weren't here for that, because I started my stream way to hell early. I mean, it is actually not even time to start my stream, and I've been yakking for 45 minutes. Well, how many minutes? 38 minutes. I have been running my mouth. I'm probably going to have to take a bathroom break in a minute, because I've been like downing my red Gatorade. Sweet. Oh, good. Oh, didn't he have family up in like Michigan or something? I heard him talking about it. Didn't he have like some family that has like some sort of cancer or something? I was watching, because I watched all his streams. Every once in a while I'm sitting there and I'll like run and see what he's talking about. I like to watch on movie nights, because that helps me pick movies to watch. Because I'm always like, I might watch a movie tonight. I don't know if I want to film on the 4th of July. Is Panera open on the 4th? I would think so. Opinion on Arby's? A dying chain. A dying chain. They're yet another chain that's been snapped up by an asset management group. That should be the truth. An asset management group, and you can tell. You don't even have to look them up to know. You can tell by they come out with these cyclic weird specials where they're like, oh, we have a new hamburger. It's called the mustard hamburger. I'm like, Oh Lord, and I have to filter through that stuff. Yeah, yeah, P brake. P brake's coming pretty soon. What's your 40K cam you want? It's a red. I can't remember what model it was because I stopped looking at them because then next thing you know I'll be like have them. Go-to sub at Jersey Mike's. I'm real big. Well, what's their signature one? It's kind of like an Italian. I like that one, and I really like their cheesesteak. I think they make a decent cheesesteak because they cook that right in front of you, and it comes out. Right now, it's my favorite kind of camera. I'm actually partial to the Canons because that's everything I have is a Canon except for the GoPros. GoPros. But they're all I've got. I've got 5 of them. If there was something better than a GoPro that was actually more stable, and I've tried some other action cams for the car, I would do it. The DJI action cam actually does a little bit better in dynamic lighting than the GoPro, but then it would just do all sorts of wackadoodle stuff, and it made me nuts, and I sent it back. You've gotten some hot food lately. We were shocked you actually got near 200 degrees. Oh, me too. Especially from Subway. They gotta be microwaving that sandwich. I thought they cooked it in a convection oven. I bet you they're 40 seconds in a convection oven. That thing's gonna be like 200 degrees. Really? Yeah, that's gotta have been a high power microwave. That's all I got. Maybe some of y'all working Subway out there, you can tell me. But then again, I'd just be beating a dead horse. I like the people that work over there at Subway right now, so I'm only going to limit the amount of criticism. I ought to go over and just find something that actually is good and review it just to make up for like body slamming them. Yeah, I know there's going to be people mad at me too for my last blurb in the last video. My wife says, "Don't say that, don't say that." It's when I said, I don't want to mention any names, but Burger King, Wendy's, and Checkers. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Checkers, I know those people at Checkers. They are not going to be happy with me. Yeah. See, I got to think about that too. But if it sucks, I'm not pulling punches. I don't care if you're my best buddy. Haters going to hate. Don't worry about it. I just, you feel bad, slamming them. What kind of car do I have? That is a 1989 Jetta diesel with a turbo diesel transplanted into it. And it is currently rolling close to 600,000 miles. Second motor. I rebuilt that engine, and I've got about 200,000 miles into that rebuild on that one, and it runs nice. He made a 9.8 for the Massey's a long time ago. I love Massey's. And I guarantee you, when I go home, I may not eat a half of a pizza, but I damn sure am going to have a sub. Damn sure. In a way, I actually almost like and God bite my tongue, I think I like their sub almost as good or better than their pizza. If you get it, it's just that good. If you get them, pull that thing out so it burns your mouth, you are good. Yeah, it's good. I love my car. I use that one because that diesel engine idles smoother than all the rest of them because I have several of those cars, not just one. Diet Coke, regular Coke, Diet Coke, of course. The Great Guido. The Great Guido, take the oil and vinegar off and the onions, and that is the bomb. Absolutely the bomb. Comparison weight. I like I do measure. Yeah. Well, I thought, wait on for a couple of years trying to figure out how can I compare apples and oranges and have some commonality in that. And what I did initially is I kept a log of how much hamburgers cost and roughly the size and the weights and tried to keep a database on that. But that really didn't work. If you had pizza, what do you compare it to? What if you get this? What do you compare it to? That didn't work. But that was actually my wife's idea to do to establish a range and do it by price per ounce. And that has really, really worked well. I mean, that has really worked well. We just came up. I didn't copy that off anybody. That was mine. What else we got? My Twitch people. I love my Twitch people. Twitch rocks. And I am so sorry I have not been on Twitch for over a month. I went back and looked and I'm like, oh my God, I've not been there for a month. Do you think Taco Bell has gotten better over the years? No, they're about the same. Another one, managed by an asset management company. Um, they're variable from location to location. The one that I've been reviewing at is actually a pretty good Taco Bell, and I don't like their frou things that they're trying to like upgrade their profit margin. I'm more like I like their plain old tacos. I like to get their party pack and get them mixed up with different kind of shells. And then when you pick up your party pack, then you trot yourself right on over to Kroger or Walmart or wherever you can and go get you some Daisy sour cream. Because even if you get sour cream out of them, which would be doubtful, because they hate to give you sour cream. I think they have meetings in the back where like, don't give these people any sour cream. I think they really do. I do. It's like, you know, you get castigated. Oh, you gave that sour cream, but their sour cream to me doesn't taste very good. So you get Daisy sour cream. That's what you do. Have you reviewed the maple pepper bacon sandwich? Actually, I did. I can't even remember the score I gave it. Maybe y'all can tell me. Great Guido. Thanks, Phil. Missed out on that one. Don't have a Massey's Pizza here in Utah. Nah, man, I don't have Massey's Pizza here in Georgia. That's probably why I don't weigh 325 pounds. Yeah. I gained a lot of weight, 300. Stopped drinking Diet Coke, and it helped. Yeah, you got Addison. You got to lose that weight, man. You don't know how bad it made you feel until it's gone. Same here. The only reason I don't look fatter is, I can't say fat, can you? If I don't look bigger, because I've got a big frame, I cover it, but I had a gut on me, and a lot of that gut is getting gone, so that's good. You don't have I know where all the Massey's Pizza are, and they're in the Columbus area, they're in Lancaster, Ohio, and there is one at Pawleys Point near Hilton Head, South Carolina. But yeah, the diet, I mean, it ain't easy either. It ain't easy. The reason I lost the bulk of my weight is because I felt so bad I couldn't even tell I was hungry. Now I'm just sticking to the plan because I got to lose it. I got to lose it. I don't want, I don't mind, if my life ends, and that doesn't bother me. I'm not afraid of dying. It's that nasty ass process of getting there. That's what I'm not cool about. So let's try I want to try and get a little healthier. I'm still going to do my food reviews, because just doing one review and eating one burger that is bad for you, doing a review is not going to kill you. It's eating that stuff every day. That's what'll get you. KFC or Popeyes? Oh, God. That's a hard choice. So I'm kind of tired of both of them. Right, I'm mad at Popeyes right now, so we're going to go, I like KFC better, but not by much. We need a Dunkin' review. They have some wild LTOs. They do? I didn't see them posted anywhere. I'll look tonight, because if they've got one of their little funky weird things, at least it won't cost as much as going to Panera and getting some funky weird thing. I'm sorry, I'm jaded. I just like Panera. It was a 4.9. Well, that's not good. If you're below 5, man, that's your food is sucking. It just anything below 5 is a degree of sucking food. Just how bad does it suck? Is it a 1.2? Yeah, you are probably going to gag if you're not real careful biting through it. Anyway, I was in ATL. This is a Galaxy, GU Galaxy. I was just in Atlanta and forgot how many fast foods there are in it. There is a lot. Although there's a couple nice restaurants, like the German one. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. I think I might know. I have not been down to Midtown to eat in ages. I want to go to a fancy restaurant. I have not been to a fancy restaurant. And by my mean fancy, $150 per person would be how I would grade that. When I'm eating, I like my food to be perfect. And if I drink my water and put it down, if it needs some, I don't look up the waiter and say, "Hey, where in the hell's my water?" He just fixes it. He watches you and he reads your mind. That's what I call a good place. Oh, go carnivore. Yeah, you're calling it a carnivore, but back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, we called it an Atkins diet, where you ate all protein. And I had an episode where I was getting a little heavy, and I lost like 30 pounds in like 6 months, I think. 4 to 6 months it took. I lost 30 pounds. And that picture I showed earlier was me gaining a little bit of that back. That's where you just eat all protein and don't eat any carbs, and diurese yourself. Drink a lot of fluids, in other words, while you're doing it, and you lose weight. I was losing about a half a pound a week or more, about a pound a week. Yeah, Garnet, you are right. You are right. But I'm not. I don't need to do that. I just need to like eat less. Eat less bad stuff. Burger King looks like a bikini bottom chum bucket. That was funny. Burger King, I'll read it in case I mumbled. Burger King looks like some bikini bottom chum bucket food. That's a good one. I'll have to remember that and use it in a video. And then you'll get me for copyright. What happens with the other 2 orders you don't eat? That depends. If it's really good, it'll get eaten at home. But, you know, in instances like this, and I'll get back to the questions, but I need to answer this question very thoroughly. In instances like this, sometimes it's better to show than tell. So I think there is something, but I don't know which video it's from in my refrigerator. Let me go get it. There's more. Why is this in a Domino's box? To answer this question, we only have to remember, didn't I do a Sonic video a few days ago? Does this answer the question? Oh, yeah. This is... Here, let me get the focus. I'll screw up the autofocus and it'll be out of focus. Oh, these are those chicken strips. They're probably not even bad yet. How many days since the... Let me see what we got here. Oh, look at that. An untouched, uncut one. Oh my goodness. You know what this calls for, don't you? Anybody want to guess? Yeah. Anybody want to guess? You remember I used to do a segment called The Morning After, where I reheated the next day? Let me go back and see how old this was, because y'all might let me poison myself. Let's make sure it's more than... Wait, let me read a couple of these questions. All right, am I religious? Yeah. Sorry to be off topic, but introducing my friends the other day, and we can't get enough of your channel. Thank you, Drew. That's a very nice thing for you to say. Stopped in ATL, go up to the mountain, to go up to the mountains. Yeah, the mountains are real pretty up here. You go past me. I'm on the way there. For $10 million, would you never eat sour cream again? For $10 million? Hell yeah. Shoot. 50 grand. Oh, can we get... What's this? Mr. No Name! Where have you been? One of my more favorite supporters, Mr. No Name. We're going to get on with this, because we got something going on here. Yes, we do. Can we get input on the allegations of Shadow Joe committing tax evasion? Well, Shadow Joe... he doesn't have to pay taxes because he doesn't exist in this dimension. We have a portal back in time, so they can't tax me twice, because technically that's me, but it's not. If that makes any sense. It shouldn't. DB, I do the best. Thank you very much. 3 days. 3 days. Thank you. 3 days. Do y'all want to see me do a morning after? Do you want me to pop this with the microwave and give it a score? And tell me my score. What did I score that thing with? What did I call it? I gave it a 6-1, didn't I? How long am I going to be streaming tonight? I don't know. Until I run out. Hell, I wasn't going to start my stream till 10, but I was sitting around chit-chatting with everybody in the chat, and I'm like, screw this. Let's start the stream. What the hell? So what do y'all think? I'm going to have to get y'all to tell me. Do you want me to And let me see. I got 1100 watt microwave. I'm gonna have to put it in something other than this foil, otherwise I'll catch the world on fire. And it came out. What did I score it? I did not give it an 8.9. I know that. I think it was a 6.1. Because I like the strips. Because they cooked these things to order. They were like 180 degrees. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. They were good. $5.9. Did I give it a 5.9? I thought I gave it a little more than a 5.9. Do I have an air fryer? Yeah, but not out here. I was thinking about buying an air fryer for the channel because I don't like to drag my air fryer all the way to the house over here. Like I was thinking 9.2. 9.2, not on from Sonic 9.2. I don't think Sonic's capable of making anything that registers a 9. What'd you spend $10 million on? I don't know. I put it in savings like all the rest of my money. Live Cam Joe. Come on, guys. Do you want me to nuke this thing and give it a score? We know that it was a 6.1 when it came out. I think it was. Makes me want to check. Because y'all are giving me numbers I know are not right. Am I going to have to go watch the tail end of the video? I think you're going to make me watch it. Do you want to see that? Let me see. Do you want to see the tail end of this video before I score it? I'll have to go on. It'll take me a minute to find it in YouTube. Maybe I can take a slight intermission here and go take my pee break. 6.9. It's not 6.9. Y'all are not helping. Oh, you're all talking about something else? Do it. Yes, sir. Let's go find the video. I'm going to have to get it on YouTube. Where are we at? Let me go over here into another thing. Winger doodle. Okay, on this one. YouTube videos. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, let me make the audio work. I'm going to let it play. Just give me a second. I got to bring it up to the foreground because I got to turn the desktop audio on. La 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 la. Where are you? Web browser. There you go. Let's turn the audio on. See if that helps. Leaves one more thing to do, and everybody knows it is the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is bite test engage. Bite test engage. Oh, I like this tune. Let's play this to the end, and then we're going to microwave this and score it. No, it wasn't bad. It just looked ugly as hell. Otherwise, it'd have been like 6.9 or 7. I should put this in full screen. Oh, I like this one. The chicken tenders were hot, juicy, no crispy. We'll talk about that. I can taste the melted cheddar cheese, although in a little bit short supply. I can actually taste the bacon, and it is crispy. I can barely taste the queso, although it does give a very slight hint of heat. If there's any ranch dressing in there, I can't taste it. Even with that, it leaves a rich, savory aftertaste that I actually kind of like. One thing I would like to say is make sure they drop those tenders fresh. Eat it on site. Eat it in your car. They don't age well. With that being said, let's see what the man on the scene had to say. Flip back. Hold on a second. You asked me if I have hair products in. I cannot. I'm sorry to interrupt that, but I cannot not answer that. In the video, yeah, I had about 4 pounds of damn gel in my hair. Right now, no. Nothing. I got a decent haircut. That's what happened. Let me start this up and let this play, and then we're going to take a short break. Back to the last chapter and do the Joe is Hungry Sneak-a-Doodle Bite. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 1. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 2. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 3. Dude, I'm sorry about what I said last week about you being a ghost. Uncalled for. You are just as real as me. Yeah, don't worry about it, guy. Hey, we've both been under a lot of stress lately. It hasn't been easy. So, just let it go. All right, man. Thank you, brother. Good deal. So, that being said, let's get on with this analysis. It was definitely dropped fresh very crispy. I can taste the cheese. There is some bacon floating around in there. Now it's time to give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once in a lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths of fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the score that it truly deserves. Sonic, I'll be honest, I didn't have very high hopes today, especially after a couple of other visits that I've had and some of the other things you came up with. But today, the staff, they did real well. They cooked these things to order. If they knew I was filming and they did it for me, so be it. At least it shows they care. I wish I could say that about some other places, and I don't want to mention their names like Burger King, Wendy's, and Checkers. But today, a good value, good flavor combination. You really didn't go wrong on this. So today, I'm gonna go 6.1. That is my number. This is my review, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no. Oh no, I forgot about that. Yeah, I was very proud of that burp. I wasn't gonna put it in the video, and then because I just like swilled all that Diet Coke, man, and I just came out and I couldn't help it, man. That was wonderful. Anyway, I'm gonna take a very short bathroom break. We're gonna drop this in the micro, and then we're gonna score it. See if it does any better reheated. We're gonna get a live a week later. Oh, and I've got even worse things yet. I'm not even done with that. Hold on a minute. There, you gotta put it in the, what do you say, 20 seconds? Let's see if this thing warm enough yet. All right, I'm back. I'm better. Joe is pissing. You gotta make it sound like that. I was micturating, if you'd like to make this medically correct. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Microwave. Morning after. No name. Everybody. All right. This is the score. So, if you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above an eye is a once lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is a slippery slope to the pits and depths of fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the number that it truly deserves. All right. I'm not looking at your scores. Man, I can taste a little bit of bacon. The sauce is completely gone. It's not even there. It's absorbed into the air. It never had ranch dressing on it, so I can't taste it. It is very dry, but it is edible. What I would do if I had it at home is I would pull a chicken strip out of it and eat it cold. I'm going to go. Is it above 5? Is kind of the question. I'm going to go 3.9. That is my number. This is my review, and hopefully I will see you in the rest of this live stream. Anyway, not that bad. Maybe I was a little harsh on it. Anyway, let me see if there's any bacon in it. Let's take it apart. It's kind of a big chicken strip, actually. Oh, you see, if I'd ate it from the other end, I would have hit that cheese, buddy. We would have gained another point or two. Oh yeah, better. But anyway, enough of that. We did a review. Let me show you what's in this box. I forgot that it was there. This is not Domino's, by the way. You know what this is? That's this pizza review I did. The tavern pizza. You ask what happens to these things. I guess now, how long's it been since the tavern pizza? I gotta go look now. Are we gonna go for it today? Okay. Oh my God, 12 days ago. It's been sitting in my refrigerator for 12 days. Let me get where I can see you again. Okay. Okay, guys. What do you think? Do you think I need to give it 2 weeks after its score? It's probably all right. My refrigerator, it only went out for a few hours yesterday because I didn't get the door shut. Oh, but you know, you can't poison yourself with pizza. You know that, right? This stuff is like eternal. I make a good coaster. Let me see. I don't know. It's kind of lumpy. Well, you can't put your Gatorade on it. It'll fall over. 2 weeks. What do you think? Do we want to give it a 2-week score? I mean, looky here. Suppose you're in college. You got no money, and you open up this box, and some fool has put some petrified pizza in it in a cardboard box. Yeah, you don't store a pizza in a cardboard box in the refrigerator. Bad idea. Put it in a plastic bag so it won't. Yeah, do I really want to try this? Now we know Joe was sick. No, I had nothing to do with it. I was sick for weeks and weeks. Nah, I don't need something that long. Yeah, we'll let that go. Yeah, I would get in trouble if I tried to eat that at home. Well, I have some of that in a bag in my refrigerator at home. It needs to go in the trash. I didn't realize it was 2 weeks old. But that's Sonic. I forgot that it was out there. It needs to go in the trash. So anyway, so now we got to do a review. The only thing that I have left that I could possibly review, if y'all want to see any more reviews, would be trash. Here. This is called a pizza coffin. 6 foot under. The only food I have here is the Aldi's version of like a Little Debbie. Their knockoff. I like those, actually. A triple review. Do y'all want to see a score on this? Let me know here. I got to know. Yeah? Have y'all ever had Aldi's little cupcakes? I actually like them better than like the Little Debbie's. The real, I don't know what they call them. What do they call them, Little Debbie's? They call them something else. Salted egg. Man, your name makes me hungry because I have been having a craving for salted damn eggs. I've been eating them too. I never ever need to know, Joe. We will do the Joe lore in a minute. We will do Joe lore because there is a lot of lore, especially behind Shadow. All right. Do I have to go through the whole scale again? Do I need to go? Tell me. You want a cross section of it? I can do any of that. We will see cross section. I'm not going to do like these car food reviewers do. Cut it in half, and then we'll taste it, and then I'll call the score out. How's that? Okay, here's my knife. I can't watch myself because then I'll mess up. And then we just got to cut it in half. You can't destroy it. I got too much shit here in the way. You got to throw it to the side. So this is what it looks like. Here, come on, dude. Where's my camera? My autofocus ain't working. It's not got a bad amount of cream in it. I like the chocolate. So let's give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best, anything above 9 is a once in a lifetime experience and I want us never achieve. 5 down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths of fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the score that it truly deserves. It is sweet, but not too sweet. I like the creamy white filling. The icing on the top is not gooey, is almost crunchy, and I like that. I like to have a little bit of body. It is going everywhere when I cut it in half. It's not. I can't really count against that. Okay. Actually, this is a little bit better than the actual brand thing. I like the Swiss rolls too from there. The Swiss rolls are much better than the Swiss rolls you get in the store. I'm not gonna look at the screen because I'll see your numbers and it'll throw my head off. I'm gonna go 6-7. That is my number. This is my review, and hopefully I will see you in the rest of this live stream if you don't bail out and run away. Anyway, cool. What did everybody say? 7-8, 8-3, 8-3. 7. It wasn't that far off from a 7. I almost went like a 6-8. Yeah, you're good. We're all on the same page with that. I'm a harsh scorer, Paul Lozano. Yeah, I'm harsh, man. My score is harsh. I tell when they ask me about it, I tell them right up front. You know, I'm pretty harsh on my scoring. It is what it is. I liked it. I was hungry. I'm not supposed to be eating these, by the way, but it's the name of show business, so you got to get your stuff done. You didn't know I had. Oh, I should have used my spinning table for that. You didn't know I had a little one, did you? This behind-the-scenes secrets that nobody knows about. Anybody want to hear, before I go back and entertain these lore questions, what else can I ask? You see me do the deconstruct and reconstruct on the spinning table. You want to know how I do that? I have a technique. Sometimes I will take that particular one, throw it in the refrigerator or the freezer and freeze it. If it's melty, to hold it together. Sometimes that actually makes it worse. But what I'll do is I get this knife and this on this particular cutting board, and I will very, very, very carefully dissect it apart in layers. And then and it'll take like 20 minutes for a burger, and I'll very carefully lay it all back together. Because what's on your spinning table and you're pulling layers off, if it's stuck together, all you have to do is move that burger like a half an inch, and you ruin your whole shot and you got to start over. Unless there's filming techniques that I'm not privy to yet. That's how I do it. And then I'll take it apart and lay it all back together. Bring it around here. Sometimes I'll leave the top upside down and flip it. And then when I spin it, I'll have a fresh burger. Or either I'll cut it. You know, a lot of times if I've destroyed the burger, I'll put it around, cut it in half, put it back together, and I'll have yet another fresh burger. That's why usually I'll have 4 or 3, and I'll use 2 of them dissecting them. Like if you saw those chicken wrap thingy wingers, you notice that most of them were chopped into pieces. That was prep for the video. Anyway, maybe nobody cared. I don't know. Who knows? Ooh, sweet. And I got to clean my blade, man. Wipe the blood off of it after my battle. Damn, it's nice to feel good for once. You don't know how much better it feels. Can you do an oxygen review? What the kind of a question's that? Let me get rid of this spinning table. It's getting on my nerve. I need to get some more Gatorade too, by the way. Let me go back through the questions. Somebody had some conspiracy questions or some background lore questions. Let me scroll back and see. No bailing on you, Joe. Keep the stream good. Yeah, I just had to go to the bathroom, man, because I started the stream like 45 minutes early because I just didn't feel like sitting and waiting. No, actually pretty cool. It's interesting. Yeah, thank you, Lambambo. Let me see. Let me go over here. I can't forget Twitch. I tend to forget Twitch. I don't know why, because I love Twitch. I love Twitch. Okay, when you order 3 in the drive-thru, do you sneak around? No, actually, I will actually amend my order and then edit that part out. I used to do that, but it just, the point is when you're doing a review, is my camera straight? Yeah. When you're doing a review on site, you want to minimize the amount of time that you are there. You want to keep your dwell time down because that food is not getting younger. So I used to go in and get another one and sneak a doodle bite it, but then that cost me like 20 minutes, and 20 minutes is an eternity for this food. And then I would head back. So lately what I do, if you want to see what it looks like when I don't edit that part out, watch my last Popeyes view where I was like turning into a Popeyes hater. And I didn't cut it out. I just put it in. I always order like a 4th or even a 5th. When I got these, I actually got 5 of these because I was afraid I didn't know how I was going to cut them up, and I was afraid I'd ruin one and I would run out of props. Okay, what else we got? How do you shoot your camera down edits? That's easy. Y'all want me to? I'll get the camera and show you. It's easier to show than tell. Typically, this is what I use. I rigged a jig up and hang it off thing, but it bounced around too much. So I usually just use this tripod. I have a bunch of, and then I'll take and 90 degree it down like that, and get it focused, get everything perfect, and then you put the selfie screen up, and then you can look and see what you're doing better for reference. But this tripod was not cheap. I can't remember the name of the darn thing, but it's the nicest tripod I've ever had. I should do a review on it in my other channel. I should do a review on this channel. But we got to stick to food. Okay, let me move on. Okay, an hour late. What's your birthday update? My birthday update? Oh! Yeah, a bunch of y'all are late. Yeah, the birthday update. I'm trying to decide what to do. What I think I'm going to get down to, I was thinking I was going to make a channel membership, but that'll be hard to keep track of. And then we're lining their pockets, the YouTube's pocket, with 30%. If I do it, I think what I'm going to do is charge per birthday shout out, like $1 or $2. I'm going to use a PayPal or a Zelle or maybe a Venmo. I'm going to limit it to 1 or maybe 2 a month. I'm trying to squelch this down. That's my current thought, and I've got a set of rules that I've kind of hacked together. They're in the description. That's not necessarily what I'm going to do. And the other option is to do nothing. Just because I'm not going to do any more than 16, because I can rattle 16 off in less than 10 seconds. I'm not going to do any more than that. And just take the first 16 and save it for the next video. And if they get over 30 days old, sorry, Charlie, and move on. Because I feel kind of crass, taking money for doing something like that. doesn't really sit well with me. But I may do that just to see what happens, see if it cuts down on because I'm literally overwhelmed. I got literally. Usually it takes about a week to accumulate 16 of them, but I got 16 like that day, and then I'm like triple that right now. So yeah. Anyway, that's the question. That's kind of where we're at. I'm down to that. The I showed everybody earlier the poll response. I got a bigger poll response on that particular thing. Normally I get like 21, 2,200, 2,300 people for food polls, you know, when I got several choices and I can't figure out what to do, and so I leave it up to you. It's kind of lazy of me. But I got like 3,200 responses on that, so that was a fairly popular poll that I did. And like 50 some odd percent of them wanted me to have like $1 or $2 channel membership and then just limit it to that. So, but you know, because I looked at channel membership on YouTube, the easiest thing for me to keep track of would be X amount for the shout out, just a nominal amount, because I'm counting on the pain of the actual act of having to go to a link and do something. I don't think anybody cares about $1 or $2. I don't, because I don't really need money for the channel. Channel's self-sufficient. Doesn't make money for me, but it keeps itself alive. And that way, at least I can say XXC, and then, you know, then you also have to email it to my email the same way. And somebody asked me about Patreon. Yeah, I was gonna like go to Patreon because I don't take that much, and I don't. It's not that I'm worried about it taking it from me. I just hate to give it to them. Although if I start thinking badly of YouTube, I need only to think of TikTok, and then YouTube looks like the golden egg. TikTok. But anyway, so that way I could keep track of it. Otherwise, I would be looking at Patreon. Are they current? And I have to go to YouTube. Are they current? And I have to go. This way I could keep just one list. Boom, boom, boom. And I went on a Patreon today to sign. I have a Patreon account, but good God, the configuration. It would take me all afternoon to set my Patreon up. And I'm like, I don't know, man. You know, I'm too lazy. Well, yeah. Let me see. Let me get back here and clear some questions. Let me clear my Twitch questions. Ordering snack foods from different countries. I've had people send me some snack foods from some other places. It was interesting. Yeah, that's how, I don't, sometimes I cut them up. Sometimes I get a little creative. Like I'll cut a burrito, I'll slice it in half. I'll do a cross section. I tried that with these. I ruined one of them because I thought I could cut it right through the meat and I missed it. And it ruined the whole thing. That's why I unfolded it. Do you think your growing notoriety will influence certain establishments who recognize you? Do you avoid them now? Yeah, you're talking about fast food. I get recognized some, but like I said in my last video, it doesn't make any difference to them. If they're going to be bad, they'll be your buddy, talk to you, and turn around and hand you something cold. That's why I get a little aggravated when they do that. But a lot of times I'm there and they done got the food and it's too late. So yeah, I see your question. That's the second question. Hey, Joe, up there on Twitch. I am on Twitch. I got 48 people following me. I got a bunch of people following me on Twitch thanks to Will Neff. That's Will Neff's doing. Anyway, yellow Gatorade's the best. Used to drink the purple. South Georgia! How'd you slip past me? Robert, I got your message about that Gatorade. And you know what I did? I went to damn Walmart and bought 6 yellow Gatorades. And I've been drinking them. I drank one on the way over. Yeah, because I was saving those? Because in about 3 weeks, I got to get scoped. And when you prep for a scope, you can't drink anything red. So I got to have some Gatorade that's not red. And I'm tired of orange. I made orange. How are you doing, Robert? How's your truck? Have you got those error codes figured out? Because I know your videos are lagged. Y'all got to watch South Georgia Hot Shot. I just need to shout him out in the damn video so more people will see it. Yeah, South Georgia Hot Shot. He is a real independent truck driver. He is real, and there is nothing fake about this guy. I love Robert. Yeah, I left a comment in his video. He had a short video. I just watched it. It dropped yesterday, day before. I wonder if he dropped one. He probably dropped one tonight, and I don't know it yet. But yeah, he's had some issues with his truck. I think it's just wiring. I think he got ground issues or something, or wires laid up against something. I don't think anything wrong with your transmission. You're talking about vehicles that should last, you know, 500,000-600,000 miles, or that should go multiple millions. You know, the guy up the road from where I lived in Ohio back when I was little, he had a KW, but it's a lot older, lot older version. This was back in the 70s, and he had his engine rebuilt in that at a little over 2 million miles before he did anything to it. He rebuilt his engine and then kept driving it. I think he put another 2 million on it, but he delivered gasoline. We'd see him coming out. I'd see, when it, like 3 in the morning, you'd hear him coming up the road about 3 miles an hour in first gear, idling, just creeping up the road, nobody else there. I remember that. Mr. No Name, I used to drink sour apple Gatorade. Interesting. Yellow Gatorade was the original, and I got that in my refrigerator at home, otherwise I'd be drinking it right now. 2 million. Yeah, these are commercial trucks. You shouldn't be having transmission and engine failures at 500,000 miles. That is insane. These things are designed to drive millions of miles, not hundreds of thousands of miles. It's like my diesel Volkswagen. The service life, because they're not even sleeved, they're just regular cast iron bores. They'll easily go 500,000 miles without reboring them, but they get up to 500,000 miles, they're getting pretty sloppy. They're like dribbling oil everywhere. But yeah. But yes, check South Georgia out. Is Robert still here? Did he bail on me? He probably bailed on me. I don't see him answering. Anyway, Robert, if you see this, peace out. I'm waiting for the next installment. I watch all your videos. I also been watching HVAC videos. I don't know why. And of course all the SpaceX videos. I watch all those. I mean, everybody tells the same story. Anyway, what else we got here? I was going through the comments. I'm sorry I missed Robert. I love Robert. Yeah, you work in HVAC? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I had the dude come out and did my thing. I know enough about HVAC to be dangerous. Well, I'll tell you the story. It's a R410A unit. It's 12 years old now. About 5 or 6 years ago, I think I had a relay or something. I don't know. It was the contactors or something. Something failed in the inside fan. The squirrel cage fan wasn't running. I couldn't hear it, and it wasn't really making any cold air, and it kept shutting. The compressor kept shutting off. So smart me, figured, I'm undercharged, right? And of course, I have a 30-pound cylinder R410A here. I also have right now I have an unopened cylinder of R22. I had a rental house with R22 units that leaked, so I had to use them. But anyway, I'll get to the story. I decided, with my big brain here, that it was under a low charge condition, so I added some, I got to cut my chin. Anyway, so I overcharged it, and then they came and fixed it. They warrantied out the blower on it, and then I'm like, oh, damn. So then I waited till they were gone, and I got my kit out, and I did a wet bulb, dry bulb on it, got all the temperatures, did the math, and then bled it off until it fit the charts, what the pressure should be. And that thing actually works better now than it did when it was new. Packaging, it came pre-charged. But anyway, I have not farted around with it for a while, and I hadn't cleaned it in like 2 or 3 years. So I just had my local guys that put my mini split in here at the studio come out, $100, have them come out, have somebody that looks at them all the time, check everything. He checked the voltage on it to make sure my fans were good and my compressor looked healthy and all that. And that was nice. I really appreciated that. And he cleaned the coils with coil cleaner. Real good kid. But yeah, that was my accomplishment today. I don't know why I told you that story. It's embarrassing to tell you I do something stupid, but I did. Because I do the HVAC on my cars, I use that hydrocarbon. And I hear they're going to get rid of R410A, and now they're going to a hydrocarbon blend. Imagine that. Anyway, Trump, okay, let me go over here and kill some of these and knock off some of these questions. I'm letting them go. Yeah. That they're saying, oh, it's flammable. They don't want to say what it is. It's a hydrocarbon blend. It's the same thing we're using for 410A is going away. It's a blend. I don't know what this other stuff is. It's got to be a blend. It's got to be hydrocarbon based if it's flammable. Anyway, what's your favorite Batman villain, Joker? How's your health coming along recently? This is the first day in months that I've actually felt normal, and I actually felt like coming out and doing a stream. The last time I did a stream was like me verging on being a panic attack or getting short of breath and having to get up and walk out. Why do I have... Wait, I have 3 ball heads. I've got so many of those ball heads. I use them like extensions. I love those things. But I managed to break a few of them. What do we got? I got to read through a few questions. We see your arsenal of weapons used in battle. Yes, we do. They're right here. My blade. Trump or Biden Trump? That 30-year-old man, don't get political here. Yeah, that's true. Don't get political. We don't do political. That's why I do food reviews, so YouTube won't nix me. Yeah, God, there's a lot of questions here. How'd I get so far behind? I love you too, old man. Nabatoni, appreciate that. That's very nice to say. Grape. I have not had grape Gatorade, Addison. I'm going to have to try that now. Mr. No Name. Yeah, okay. Used to drink Applegate sour. Yeah, you told me that, I think, once. Do your best, Joe. Not watching the... Fireworks are tomorrow, right? Don't tell me they're tonight. Don't tell me the fireworks are tonight. I have not tried pickle juice Gatorade. Is there a such thing, Cybermed? I don't know if I believe you. I'm going to have to Google that. Halloween, let me see. You got a cut on your chin. I do. I don't see it. I don't shave with a razor. I use electric razor just for that very reason. Fireworks. No, I'm going to talk to my wife about that because we have not, because I always work during, I always have to work or we never go see the fireworks. The problem if we go see fireworks, then who's going to watch my house to make sure these morons around here don't burn my house down? I can't say morons either. They'll like whack me. But these brilliant people here burn my house down by shooting fireworks everywhere. Wife reveal? Nah, she won't go on camera at all. Absolutely not. I've tried. She was in one video as a cameo, and she stayed just out of frame in the car. It was a Taco Bell video, and it's got to be at least 3 or 4 years ago. But yeah, her big help was she would sit there and kept mumbling and talking and trying to say the words while make me stumble while I was talking. I'd yell at her. In Texas, yeah, well, Texas is its own country. Yeah, Texas is all right. By Mike. How many cats? Right now, 3 that we claim as ours. I've got a tomcat that looks like he's had part of his body chewed off. He's getting better. He may actually go into videos. And I've got Belle is not doing very good. She's still doesn't look good enough to put in a video. I don't know if she's going to make it through the winter. But then there's Priscilla. Priscilla is an evil animal. She eats her weight in birds every day. Oh, sup, Joe? Hey, Jamie. Top review of the year so far? I don't know. I would have to consult my scorekeeper in my Discord. That's actually should be in the no, it's not in the. If you look at the video I released, if you look in there, there should be a link to. Somebody has a place where they keep a score on all my scores and how many cats and everything was in the video. Did the cats ever have kittens? No, we got them all fixed. Belle is from a litter of 4 kittens. All the other 3 have passed away over the years. Belle has been around for a long damn time. Belle has got to be 14, 15 years old. She is getting old. It's so sad because she's the most photogenic cat that I've ever had. Yeah. My biggest problem with Texas is it's so much of it. Oh my goodness, you telling me. I used to ride BMW motorcycle. Yeah, and you drive across Texas. Even you run that. One time I rode Tucson to Arizona to Augusta, Georgia in 27, I think it's 27 and a half hours point to point. Yeah, I ran 90 from West Texas all the way till nearly Houston before I had to slow it down. And it still took forever. Forgot to mention, but your wife and I always, your wife, Forgot to mention, but wife and I thought she said my wife and I like, your wife and I like to watch videos. I'm like, what are you watching my videos with her for? Well, I'm glad you do. I appreciate that, Lambo man. 30-year-old man. Do you drink energy drinks? No. Never had one. Don't even know what they taste like. Gatorade, Diet Coke, water. Tap water. I don't like to drink cold water. Anyway, what's a silly story about getting in trouble as a kid you could share with your family friend? Oh, I've never been in trouble. I don't know. I can't remember that far back. I'm like 65. I can't even remember anything past about 40. I'll think about it. Anyway, how long's the stream been going on? 10:50. So technically my stream was supposed to start at 10 o'clock, and I got ants in my pants and started nearly 40 minutes early. And I see a lot of people have bailed. The big thing that I was talking about is I got a haircut, so there's like zero products in it now. I went to Great Clips. I quit using I fired my hair cutter because I look like I've been caught my finger in an electric plug. Joe, I've been in your Discord for a while, but I have to verify my account to chat. Really? I didn't think you had to do that. Oh, I don't have a phone number. That's why. Well, Mr. No Name, I don't know how to fix that. I will work on that, okay? I'll see if there's some way I could finagle you. And you don't have any phone number, a cell phone number, where they won't use a Google Voice number? Because you can make a Google Voice number in like 30 seconds. Tell me about that. I'll look into that. Yes, use a Google Voice number if they'll take it. I have a Google Voice number. I use it all the time. But I don't. There are some places that won't use a Google Voice number for a verify. Now I use it on my. Let me see. What else do I use? I could say that. Anyway. When did I decide to do YouTube videos on a consistent basis? Oh, God. Over 5 years ago. He's not PG enough for his stories. No, there's a little bit of truth to the matter on that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a PG channel, so I can't tell about my sexual exploits as a horny teenager, so that would ruin my pristine image. Any small business that you want to shout out? Not really. Nothing I can think of. I've been going at it I'm not Will Neff, man. I'm not a professional. I'm a part-time streamer. How many people have been here from the very beginning? I wonder if I need to recover anything. I've covered the shout out thing, the Patreon. Yeah, the Patreon. That just looked like a pain in the butt. It's harder to sign up for Patreon than it is to make a YouTube channel. We all know young Joe was a player. Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. No, Amify. No. We ain't even talking about Skidivy toilet meal from Zaxby's. There's no such thing. I don't. I did in the very beginning. I actually have some restaurants that are local that are actually decent places that would want me to come back and do an in-house review. And I'm just not too keen on that because what if I think it sucks, because I'm pretty harsh on my score. I don't want to hurt their feelings sitting right there, them staring at me. I might get my ass beat. Ooh, I said ass. Can't say ass. You can say ass. Message, we're glad you retracted that. That's good. Do you like Applebee's? They're so-so. Yeah, I mean, I am critical of food. I can give a good score on high-end food. I can. Oh, I can. I'm very cognizant of service and food and whether it's hot or cold. Oh yeah, one of the worst meals I've had at what is to me most people is an expensive place is Ruth Chris Steakhouse. I've told that story before. Because my wife's a doc. Back in the day, the drug companies take you out, wine you and dine you and show you their new drug. Well, they took us to Ruth Chris Steakhouse, and they had fish. And I ate it. It was bad. It was a near-death experience. That's all I can say about that. I puked and puked and puked. What's your feelings about Georgia? What's your favorite thing about Georgia? The roads are pretty good. Sorry. Zilligod. Yeah, I look hungry because I am hungry. But you know what? I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it because I'm going to lose some weight and feel better about it. I've lost 10 pounds. Unfortunately, part of it was because I was so ill, I didn't know that I was hungry. I would just notice that I was weak. Oh, goodness. Google Voice says it needs an existing number to claim a phone number. Oh, that's true. Okay. No name. Email my Google account or my the email me so I can get together with you. Maybe I can like tweak it or something and let you get in there or do something. I have to figure out what to do. I have to ask somebody on Discord how to do that. Maybe I had somebody that was going to be a mod. I talked to my sister about it. Turns out this guy is the son of one of the docs I worked with over at the hospital I just retired from. So yeah, I wouldn't want to make anybody a mod in Discord that I don't personally know. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It didn't taste bad, but geez, when I got home, oh my goodness. I don't tolerate stomach insult very well. I tend to vasovagal and fall on the floor unconscious. Not pretty. What car do you drive in your videos? What's your favorite car? I am partial to Volkswagen diesels. I always wanted to have a Tesla. I think probably the favorite car I ever had was the Oldsmobile Del Monte 88. It had like a 400 cubic inch engine, and I liked that car. It was like a tank, man. You could hit a telephone pole. In fact, I did, and still drove it. What do I drive? It's a 1989 Jetta turbo diesel. I put the engine in it, rebuilt it myself. It's been a long, Untold Prophecy. You're talking about Penguin Zero again. Hey, it's been like a year and a half since he's showcased me. He hadn't talked about. He's the one that blew my channel out of the water initially. I don't think anybody has ever gave me more subs than him. I don't think anybody has. I got like 30,000 subs in like 24 hours. I can't remember exactly, but I remember sitting there watching the counter spin. Anyway, what else? More questions. Maybe I'm kind of running out of steam. Okay, I did like 2 or 3 reviews. I've still got this warmed up chicken. I think I was pretty harsh on the score, man. I probably should have done better, but I can't change it now. Everybody knows the rules, right? What veggies do I like? I like carrots. I like cucumbers. I like iceberg lettuce. I like to make a salad out of that. Take some boiled eggs and slice them and put it in there. Put a little bit of ranch and a little bit of Italian dressing on it. And that is, to me, salad nirvana. Now, I do like the salad, their default salad they have at Olive Garden. You know, where they get the endless salad. I don't know if they still have that or not. I did like that. I don't like the pepperoncini pepper, though. I'd save those for y'all. How did I get started in food reviews? Well, I was actually doing other videos kind of related to diesels and stuff, and I saw some food reviews and it looked easy, and I thought, well, I can do that, and it's non-political. But it was not so easy, as you saw. If you see some other videos, yeah. Let's see what else we got. I voted on YouTube. You did. Thank you. I appreciate y'all participating. It helps me a lot to see what people want, because most people support me doing the nominal fee for those shout outs. You know, if I keep them down to like 16, it doesn't hardly make a blip in my stats, but if they go longer than that, it's going to hurt my videos. Played some pranks in youth or anything? Not. I was a good kid until I turned 18. I was really sheltered. I didn't know anything for a long time, but didn't get in a lot of trouble. I was my mommy's boy. How's your health? Feeling any better? Yes, I'm feeling normal today. First time. I mean, it wasn't really the first time. I could tell I was getting better because every day I would have like a couple hours like, oh, I feel normal. Then it'd go away. But now it's been like this all day. Felt a little weak this morning. I got up this morning and did the HVAC cleaning, and then I got out, cut grass for about an hour and a half on my mower. And then I took a big, long, giant nap. And then I got here and started up. I need to write the script for my next video. I don't know if I'm going to... Should I shoot on... I should... The 4th of July is a holiday. I shouldn't shoot the video on that, right? I ain't been that long since I made a video, so maybe that's all right. I had Panda Express dinner tonight, the first time in a long time, and enjoyed it. Interesting. Panda is would you do a Panda Express review? I actually did one once. I could do another one. They're scoop station food. They're not going to be extremely hot because they just scoop it out of a station and put it in a thing. I mean, that's by nature, that's what it is. I've got a Helix, 99 Helix. I need to replace the rear main seal on it, and CV joints are stuffed. Well, you got to drop the transmission to get that rear main seal. I don't know if they're anything like the Volkswagens, but rear main seal shouldn't be. You just got to get it in there straight. How many subs did you get from Joe Bartolozzi? I am not sure. Somewhere north of like 15,000. Maybe 12,000, maybe a little bit less than that. It was a significant bump. Same with the Will Neff. Will Neff, I think, got a little more. I got a bigger bump from Will Neff than I did Joe Bartolozzi. And, yeah. And then some, not all of it came from Twitch streamers. Actually, a lot of it came from TikTok. When I initially started TikTok, I had a couple of videos that went kind of semi-viral on TikTok, and it drew some people over and got me noticed. But, I'm kind of a TikTok hater right now. I'm also eating food I should not be eating. What's up, Kevin? That's the same old thing. Taco Bell uses scoop station food. Yes, they do. Taco Bell, Chipotle, scoop station food. They'll grill a little bit of stuff, but Chipotle scoop station. I've only done one Chipotle review. We love Will Neff, Emaru, and Penguin Zero over here. I love Will Neff. I love Emaru. Emaru is like super hot, super nice. Penguin Zero has never answered anything or ever acknowledged my existence in the world other than looking at my video. But he's got a big ass channel, you know, whatever. Will Neff and Emaru were really the first people that ever actually like spoke to me and as like a person. Pretty nice. But yeah, I would like be thrilled to talk to Penguin Zero, but I love them both. I premiered a couple of my videos on Will Neff's channel. I'll save them and wait. Do that. I'd love to speak to him. Just to say I did. Because I like listening to him. He's funny as hell. I mean, he was the first one that really blew my channel out of the water. And I'll come back to YouTube. But, I didn't... You didn't want to go in there and try to talk to him too much because then you're like shilling for more subs. No, I wasn't. But I emailed him his business email and just thanked him, for doing that. And I never got a response. So he may be too busy. I think he employs several people. So, but yeah, that would be like a super damn thrill just to speak to him. Yeah, Emaru has a following, doesn't she? Yeah, I mean, I'll go on there and there's like 30,000 people watching her. And I'm like, oh my goodness. She's good when she's having car ads before you can watch her thing. But yeah, but she, I come on the channel, boom, she knows I'm there. Now I say something. I try not to interrupt her too much because she answered, that is so classy. You don't know what kind of well, maybe you do, what kind of a thrill it is to like say, hey, Emmy, or not, I'll call her Emmy. I'm not that too presumptive that I'm not familiar with her, but it is a hell of a thrill to have somebody stop when you literally have 30,000 people around you and then they recognize you. Oh, yeah. So I try not to bug her too much. Will Neff's a man's man. Yeah, I'd like to get along with Will too. Will's cool. Oh, did you see? I premiered a week or so ago on Will Neff, and he actually had me on after the premiere for like 20 minutes. You see that? That was sweet. I won't. I hadn't gone back and looked at it. I got to get this away from here. I will be. I can't eat that much grease. I'll be back in the pits. Found you on Emeroo. Let me see what else you got. My daughter asked me if I watched your videos, and I never heard of you. I've been watching ever since. Really, Mike Smith. Hey, Mike. I appreciate that. Thank you. Barbecue Grill 4. You ever going to collab with Joe Bart? That is solely up to Joe Bart. If all he has to do is direct message me through Discord, and I will stop whatever I'm doing and collab with him in a channel. Whatever he wants to do, it is up to him. I have an open chat with him. All he has to do is say the word, and I'm there. And he knows that. I've told him that. If he's not interested, that's fine. It's okay. Joe Bart's been good to me. I'm not going to say anything bad about him because, you know, he has helped me a lot. I actually got his mod to hook us up. So there. Zachary, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll go watch Emeroo tonight. Yeah, a lot of people clearing. How long have I been going on here? I think I'm starting to run out of steam. I'm almost 2 hours. Oh, God. What else? Really nothing else interesting. Well, there's one thing I didn't show you. I have an aid to improve my communication through the ether to Shadow Joe. Somebody was asking about lore. And I have problems because of the time differential into the past of when to start talking and stop talking to Shadow Joe. So you won't see this. This will be in my hand out of frame. This is a remote control to this big giant stopwatch up on the wall. So I'll know when to talk and not to talk. I just got that this week. And it has really helped a lot. That's if you want to know how I'm talking to Shadow Joe through the reaches of time and space. I use a workout clock. And it works. That's the latest toy that I have. I wish I could move the camera around and show it to you. It's got a big giant, it's an LED screen about that big. And that way I can look right at it at the same time I'm looking at Shadow Joe. And we are golden. That works really well. Let me clear a few more questions, and I'm probably going to go to the house. It's a little after 11 here, and I think a lot of the people in Twitch have bailed. It's probably because somebody else is on. I haven't looked. And, yeah, probably getting tired of listening to me. I'm running out of stuff to say. I'm starting to get tired. Let me see. Have you ever considered doing a fan meetup at Massey's? Yes. The next time I go up to Massey's, I'll let everybody know, and I'll go up there. I'm going to go to the Pataskala version. But right now I can't. I still got to go through the doctor mill 3 or 4 more weeks. I'm feeling okay today. But I still got more to go. I've been through cardiology. I've done the stress test. Yeah, you want to hear, hey, how many of you ever done a stress test out there? Let me tell you something. Those treadmills and a stress test, they're not the same thing that you buy at your home and you see in the gym. Those are different. These treadmills are literally made from the hand of Satan. And I can tell you, I will never do another stress test as long as I live. A stress test, what they do is they stress your heart out and look at your EKG to see if you have changes that indicate ischemia or, if you're having an MI or something. It tells you how. And then they do a nuclear med scan on you where they put radiopaque dye. It's actually radioactive dye in you, and so they can visualize everything. You asked what a stress test was. It's a cardiac test. It checks out cardiac function. And I did a stress test. You have 2 options. If you're really in bad shape, they'll give you a chemical stress test where they inject this stuff in. It makes you feel like your heart's racing and you can't breathe. Yeah. Or you do a treadmill where they stress you out. When they get on there and say you got to do 10 minutes and they say, well, the record is 13 and a half minutes. Nobody has ever got over 13 and a half minutes. And I'm like, really? Oh my God. Not pretty. They like to kill me. They got scared looking at me. Wow. But I wasn't feeling good then. I was still pretty sick then too, and I probably not a good idea to do that while I was sick. Oh my goodness. Anyway, enough of that. What is a stress test? I went and got a queso chicken wrap from Sonic after your review. I thought it was pretty good too. Yeah, it was not bad. It just was kind of ugly. Other than that, it had a real big chicken strip. I don't think they put any sour cream or any ranch dressing. It's supposed to be ranch dressing. I couldn't taste that because I was looked to identify the ingredients. Anyway, any other questions before I bail out of here and run away and go home? I'm trying to get Mr. No Name in my Discord. I don't know what that's about. Oh yeah, I know it's about. I didn't have a phone number. Why wouldn't you have a phone number? I thought everybody had phone numbers. Anyway, who knows? Have you ever considered branching your content out besides being hungry, maybe a gaming channel? Actually, I wanted to revive. Yeah, that's a good question, Carter. I have a second channel that I've left go dormant. It actually got demonetized from inactivity. I have thought I was actually starting to make videos in it, and then I kind of got ill, and it kind of fell to the wayside again. So I like. It's like fast food. When you make a certain type of fast food, stick to what you know that you can do well and do it. So yeah, me branching out, I don't want to create more work for myself. I kind of like to just do stuff, like fix broken crap on my car, cut grass, or just play Angry Birds, not worry about making a video sometimes, giving myself more stuff to do. Gaming channel, I may make a gaming channel, but it would be for my wife because she's the gamer. I'm not a gamer. She's she destroys people in 7 Days to Die. She is like ruins people's days in there. She's good at it. She plays it all the time. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate everybody sitting here listening to me ramble and carry on and act a fool. I'll try and do a live stream again at some point in time. Yeah. I was reading a question. I'm sorry. Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming. I'm really glad I came out. I really wanted to, and I was really excited to come here and do a stream. I haven't done one in quite a while, and get back to making videos. Bacon lover, you are the man. I love your name because I was trying to pick the bacon out of that thing while I was talking. I'm like, Joe, knock it off. Don't need to be eating that crap. I need to throw that in the trash. Anyway, wish me luck. I got one more big giant hurdle, the one I'm really afraid of, and that's getting scoped. I'm scared of that. I will. It actually wouldn't be very hard for me to do that, just to make her do it in Twitch and build her a Twitch channel. She doesn't want her face on there, so I guess I could always get her like an emoji or something. Get her to do one of these, like Meat and all those guys. That would be cool. I think she would do well with that. She plays a lot. She's probably destroying somebody's day right now. Yeah, she could be a VTuber. She really could. Anyway, I'm starting to get hoarse. Let me see. Is this your office? Oh, wait a second. I got another one question here. Is this your home office or your office? This is my office. It's a different location in my house. My house is about a half mile from this office. This used to be an office for a wrecker service. I turned it into my pizza box studio. And behind that black door is out in the shop. You can probably stack about 14 cars out there. That's where I work on my vehicles. I don't actually operate a business like that out of here. That answer your question, Digital Ninja? Got it? Good deal. I appreciate everything everybody's done. I appreciate everybody on Twitch that follows me, even though I haven't hardly made a damn stream. Hey, Papa Moons. Hey, what's up? Yeah. I was talking to Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. Yeah, because I got like 6,200 people follow me on there, and I'm like, look back, I hadn't made a video in over I hadn't like even streamed hardly. I feel bad about it. My wife says I have a calming voice. I don't think so. My voice is getting hoarse right now. It's been doing that. It's part of what's going on. I mean, I had some weird ass symptoms, man, that just freaked me out. I had some blisters on the back of my tongue that made me feel like I was choking for a week and a half. I don't know where in the hell that came from or what it was. It just went away. Like shit. I think I caught some sort of weird virus nobody knows anything about. And then eventually all this stuff will just go away and they'll never know what happened. I think my GI doc is right. Anyway, they're going to roll some ads. I'm going to bail out of here. You take care. Yeah, I am trying to focus on my health. This is the first time I've actually felt like coming out and doing a stream. I was like all giddy about doing it too. And I jabbered and jabbered and jabbered for 2 solid hours. No, I have no idea. I have no idea what I caught, where I caught it. But it went on for weeks and weeks and weeks. I thought I was dying, literally. Anyway, be good. Be careful. Be cool, I guess. And I'll see y'all, I guess, in my next video.